President Trump doubling down on his trade policies today as he assures everyone trade negotiations are going really well and that everyone just needs to stay calm. The president specifically calling out lawmakers who have been critical of his tariffs, saying as long as he's in the Oval Office, he's not going to let other countries rip us off. And right now he's meeting with the EU's Jean-Claude Juncker. Joining me right now, Republican Congressman from Florida, Matt Gaetz. Congressman, good to see you.
Good to see you,
You got
Trish.
a lot of your colleagues there pretty upset about this $12 billion that's going to farmers to kind of get them by in this challenging time while we put these tariffs on so many products that are coming in and others are retaliating. Is it the right move in your view?
I think it is, and traditionally trade assistance and trade adjustment assistance has received broad bipartisan support. It's atypical for Democrats to oppose something like this. It seems to be more driven by their views of President Trump. We've been in a trade war, and surrender is no longer our national strategy. Florida's farmers have been punished by cheap products that have been dumped by Mexico and other countries, and I think it's about time the United States stand up and fight back and ensure that we've got the policies that put America first, not the rest of the world.
Congressman, how long can we do this? I mean, you're not playing with a ton of time here. And I think strategically it would be nice if we could get some of this stuff settled. But, you know, you got to show everyone you mean business. How much time really do we have to figure out all this trade stuff and to level the playing field?
Well, if you say I have 6 months to figure this out or I lose my gumption, then those who are our adversaries will wait 6 months and 1 day. I think that in most circumstances, leverage is the amount of pain you're willing to inflict against the amount of pain you're willing to withstand. I don't think this is any different than that. And hopefully we'll be able to achieve more balance, because it's just not fair to enter into disagreements
Congressman, we
that
got some
enforce.
breaking news that I want to get your reaction to. We have just learned that the White House is saying it is going to postpone its meeting with President Putin, and I'm just going to ask our control room, is that until next year? Until next year, citing the Mueller probe. What are your thoughts?
Well, look, I trust the very smart folks at the White House to make the right decision regarding our diplomacy. I hope that this doesn't mean we won't continue to engage in areas where we have mutual interest. I know that a lot of the focus following Helsinki was on the Mueller probe and the president's reaction on election meddling, but there are other issues that are critically important, like non-proliferation, anti-terrorism, and I hope and expect that this announcement won't thwart the progress we're making there, because if the United States and Russia are able to work together in those areas, we have a far greater chance of success than if we go at it alone.
But is he bowing down there to pressure from those in the Senate? I mean, I was just talking a short time ago with Ed Rollins, who you may know, former Reagan the campaign director and member of the Reagan administration. And he said, look, you know, Reagan and Gorbachev, they met multiple times. Reagan didn't have to go ask everyone's permission to do so, and that these senators are really trying to weasel their way in places where they don't belong. So is this at all, you know, the president saying, okay, well, I don't want to deal with this headache on top of everything else right now?
Well, no, Trish, I think the report you read on air was that the meeting had been postponed. I think there's a likelihood that President Putin and President Trump will have further meetings during the course of their presidencies. But right now, I think we could appropriately focus at the secretary level, at the undersecretary level, to see some deliverables. Let's see what Russia's willing to do to help us in Syria. Let's see how they're willing to enhance maximum pressure on Iran, for example, so that they don't turn towards a more aggressive nuclear posture. And how can they help us in North Korea? I think that getting into the details on those matters is what would be the most productive work at this time.
All right. Thank you so much. Good to have you here. As always, Congressman Matt Gaetz. Thanks.
Thank you, Trish.